Well, Neil Cox, just continuing our discussion about chiropractic, I wonder what you make of the recent speech from John Rogers, who seems to be suggesting that the media, it can be tremendously daunting for anyone if they're suddenly in the news. That's why more than 2,000 delegates have now attended our media training courses to get the best from print, radio and television opportunities. This is our latest group from the United Chiropractic Association. For courses, you can come to us or we can come to you. This course began with delegates asked to handle a crisis dealing with a chiropractors conference criticised by academics, picketed by unions opposed to private healthcare and accused of mistreating a 7-year-old girl. Crews ambushed the delegates for their response to this scenario. Delegates were also briefed on handling press interviews and dealing with radio phone-ins. Handling hostile TV interviews was also a theme, with delegates asked to react to one scenario in which an MP took to the airwaves demanding their organisation be subject to stricter regulation, even banned. Long-standing historical dispute between them and other chiropractors and indeed the medical profession and drug companies.
Well, this is it. When I look into this is a problem that's been going on for 100, 150 years or so. In fact, going back in time, in the United States, chiropractors were actually locked up. They were jailed. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, people have been saying to me, this is a form of quackery.
What do you say to Mr. Troy's claim that your profession ought to be more heavily regulated, because that's what he seems to be demanding of the major parties as the price for his support of them?
At the moment, chiropractic is very heavily regulated. We've had a Chiropractic Act, I think, for about 10 years now. You have to do a minimum of 4 years university education, and we're educated to extremely high standards.
What do you say to Mr. Troy's suggestion that in a way you're brushing aside some of the advances in medical care and some of the good that drugs can do these days?
You're absolutely right. Drugs can do a huge amount of good in their right place in crisis intervention. I'm very saddened that Mr. Troy is not informed about some of the cutting edge and progressive research that has happened in the last 10, 15, 20 years that really does hold up chiropractic as a very new, very effective, progressive form of healthcare.
I really enjoyed it, surprisingly. I was a bit nervous about the whole thing, and I just found it extremely useful to find out how the media works.
Now I feel a lot more confident because I have a greater idea of what it is, what the role of journalism is, what the role of the press is.
At the end of 2 days, it seems like this is now more of a tool that I can use to promote what I do and why I do it.
I love what I do, but I don't know always how I can best communicate that with members of the public.
I feel much more confident dealing with people of the media of all sorts, much more confident in front of radio than in front of one of these, but I've had a great time.
It's been an excellent couple of days. The professionalism that's come with it, the understanding of how the media works for one thing, and the experience of being under the camera, so to speak, and then having it assessed is excellent.
Brilliant 2 days. I think you've taken us as a group from, fumbling and bumbling in front of the camera and by the microphone to a group who just feel much more confident and able to present our views to the media. And just thank you very much for that.
For more on our media training courses, here are our contact details.